Joe Murphy from ClarkeCountySports.com. We're here at the Wilbur M. Feltner Stadium in Berryville, Virginia for today's playoff edition of the ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week. Today we go into the first round of the VHSL Region B 2A playoffs as the 4th-seeded Clarke County Eagles play host to the 5th-seeded Buffalo Gap Bison. Now these teams met 2 years ago here at the Felt with Clarke coming out on top 38-20. It's the only time they've ever played. These teams were split by less than a tenth of a point in the standings. It very well we could have been heading down to Swope. But as it turned out, the Eagles will be the 4th seed, and whoever wins this game will advance to play the number 1 seed East Rockingham. We're playing today because of bad weather yesterday. This is going to be an 11 o'clock kickoff. Football at the Felt on Saturday. We'll have all the highlights, interviews, and more on the ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week Playoff Edition. Got nothing to run through.
Step in, shake hands, introduce yourself. Shake hands, fellas, one more time. Buffalo.
bring us to halftime. The score, the Bisons 20, the Eagles 14.
This is Mo Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're here at the half. Buffalo Gap leads the Eagles 20-14. Been quite an offensive battle here. Both teams have moved the ball well. Buffalo Gap scored on their first drive. The Eagles came back and tied it up. Once again, Gap went ahead. Eagles tied it again, and Gap scored right before the half on a very controversial play. Appeared like the runner was down. Clarke has stripped the ball, and after a little discussion, the refs gave Buffalo a touchdown. They failed on the extra point, so it's 20-14. Buffalo Gap will be receiving the kickoff here in the second half. Very windy, very raw. It's only going to get worse. We'll be back at the end of the game with the final score. Right now, it's Buffalo Gap 20, the Eagles 14 at the half. It's Mo Murphy for Clarke County Sports. Freezing.
Wilbur picks it up at the 14-yard line. Handoff going to Peyton Wilbur.
Handoff going to Peyton Welliver, still going. Down inside the 10-yard line, on the backfield with Childs. Peyton Welliver will take it in for the score. Average lineman in the 9:37 in the third quarter. We had 6 to the scoreboard. The Eagles 20 and the Bisons 20. At the fact, the ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. So 9:47 here in the third quarter. We're at point 21. The Eagles 21, the Bisons 20. It's going to Riverburg. Hold on, Jack.
Nice.
On the backfield along with Childs. Childs will pull it down, take it forward. He's fighting for yardage.
So both the champion Bisons down 32. It's going to Riverburg. He's going down this time. Number 10 got forward. So the clock is playing back extra. That's going to Riverburg. He's not down. Riverburg.
Conversion. This is 32, the Eagles 21. Again. That's the ball. And Ravenberg, the ball.
Get him out of bounds.
He's going to be tackled for a big loss on this play.
in motion. Another reverse. Back to Clarke.
Congratulate the Eagles this year on their careful. I'd like to say good afternoon. We'd like to start with Good game.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. Good job, boys. Way to fight, Clarke. Way to fight, baby.
Good game. Good game, 5. Good job.
It's Mo Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're here with the Eagles quarterback Colby Childs after they drop a playoff game to Buffalo Gap. Tough loss today, Colby, but y'all had a good season. Can you just talk a little bit about things?
Coming in the season, no one thought we were going to go this far. We lost a lot of people last year, but everyone that came in this year stepped up, and I couldn't be more proud of our team.
And I know this wind had to play havoc with you. You had a couple nice passes. You had a couple that just missed. How hard was it throwing in that wind?
It was very hard. Sometimes it'd be blowing hard. Sometimes it would lighten up. So it was tough. And in the mud, it was like a swamp out here. So it's whatever. It's all good.
So you heard the coach. He offered a challenge to everybody. Your opening game next season's against Buffalo Gap here. So what do you do over the off season?
We're gonna come in. We're gonna work hard in the weight room, and we're gonna come in and get what they deserve to have. So.
All right. Well, you heard that from the Eagles field general Colby Childs as they fall 32-21 to Buffalo Gap to end their 2018 season. It's Mo Murphy for Clarke County. We're here with Peyton Rutherford after the loss to Buffalo Gap. Tough loss out there, Peyton. Y'all guys had a great season, though. Can you just reflect a little bit on things?
You know, the start of the season, we kind of looked a little shaky. You know, we lost our entire line, our senior line last year. I think we played, a great 10 games for our regular season. We put 7-3 on the board. I was proud of our team. The whole team was proud of us. We really impressed ourselves. Today, we came out strong. It was a good game the entire way through. We had some ups and down moments, but just didn't come out on top.
And I know it had to be tough footing out here. I know Colby said he was having a tough time throwing the ball. I'm sure it wasn't much easier running.
Oh yeah, for sure. The middle of the field was it was getting pretty bad towards the third and fourth quarter. It was just slick, but that's not an excuse.
And you heard the coach's challenges. You guys will open up next year against Buffalo Gap. What do you do during the off season?
During the off season, I think we're going to just try to get in the weight room as much as possible, and just keep on that grind.
All right. Well, you heard that from the Eagles' leading scorer and rusher this year, Peyton Rutherford, after a great season. We'll see y'all back here at the Felt next year. This is Mo Murphy from Clarke County Sports. Thanks a lot, Peyton. We're here with Eagles head coach Chris Parker after the tough loss. Coach, I know it's disappointing, but I heard you talking to the team. Was quite a good season, actually.
It was a good season. I tell you, we had a young team. We had, like I told them, a lot of guys that were stepping into starting roles, and I was proud of them. We've had a brand over the years of being tough, hard-nosed football attitude, and we carried that forth this season. I think I told the seniors that they carried the torch. A lot of people counted us out, and to be able to be the regular season 7-3 and then getting into the playoffs, and that was a hard-fought game against a very physical team. I'm proud of them. I don't like to lose. I hate to lose, but we fought to the end.
And I heard I heard Casey say that we'll open up against Buffalo Gap next year. It's probably a good motivator, this game, for the start of next season.
Oh, definitely. It'll definitely be circled on the calendar.
Okay, well, you heard that from the Eagles head coach Chris Parker as we wrap up our 15th season of broadcasting Clarke County football. We'll be back next year as we open up against this Buffalo Gap team here at the Felton. Signing off is Mo Murphy from Clarke County.
Thank you,
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks this season. Appreciate it.
It's Mo Murphy from ClarkeCountySports.com. The final score tonight, or this afternoon, the Buffalo Gap Bison 32, the Clarke County Eagles 21. The game really was a little bit closer than the score indicates. They kind of opened it up at the end, but Clarke gave it a valiant effort, but Buffalo Gap was just too much on the interior line. They just controlled it in the second half and in the Eagles season. It was quite a tough day for both teams out here. The field is just destroyed. I just walked on the field. It's just a sea of mud. And the Eagles will open up their 2019 season next year at the Felt against Buffalo Gap. So they got the whole off season to think about this game and try to exact some revenge to open up next year. But it's been a great season. Hard to believe it's over. It's our 15th year of covering the Eagles football, and wouldn't be anywhere else on the weekends. So we'll see you back here at the Felt in August for the opener. Check out Clarke County Sports later on in the week, and we'll have our game of the week posted. Once again, your final score from the Felt: Buffalo Gap 32, the Eagles 21. This Mo Murphy signing off for the 2018 ClarkeCountySports.com Game of the Week. Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans out there.
Like I said, you carried the torch, you seniors, you kept it going. We have a really good football program here. You guys kept it going. I know it hurts. I know it stings. Unless you're in that last game, you're holding the trophy. The last game stings. But you guys fought all season to the very end. Some of you guys, again, are young players. Some of you guys are first-time starters. And you made the most of it. I'm not going to say that it's okay to lose, but the thing is, the way you guys fought, you did it to the last tick. And I know you have my respect. You had this coaching staff in the league too. Hey, hold your head up. I know you feel bad, but I'm proud of you. Coach.
Hey, I'm gonna be real quick. First of all, thank you to all the seniors. And like Coach said, torch was carried, and I don't think people really gave us a whole bunch of a chance this year due to how much guys we lost. And that's a tribute to you guys, everybody in this group. No question about that. Now I want to tell you this, and it's a personal challenge because this sucks. Bottom line is this. We play those dudes August 20th next year, right here at the Felt, opening game of the season for you young guys. And I can tell you what happened. We got a little weight room tonight for the first time, okay? We're young for the most part. A lot of guys back. It cannot be in this weight room this occasion. They have about 8 or 9 seniors that started both ways tonight, and they beat on us a little bit. I can tell you right now, the mission for everybody that's underclassmen should be right in and right now. Once you turn your stuff in, you should get ready for August 20th when you play these guys in the field. And that's the bottom line. I understand that. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you.
One last time, loud and proud, boys! Come on, Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3, Eagles! We return in D-line.